Noah had always known the rules. Liam's sister was untouchable, off-limits, sacred, untouchable. But rules have a way of bending when the heart refuses to obey. When Ava returned that summer, radiant and grown into someone he could no longer ignore, every boundary he had promised to honor began to crack. Late nights, stolen glances, and whispered confessions drew them together, but one secret threatened to destroy everything. Liam, Noah's best friend, was the one person who could never know. By the time their feelings became impossible to deny, a tragedy struck Liam's family, plunging them all into chaos. Noah's forbidden love collided with guilt, loyalty, and fear, leaving him to choose between the woman he adored and the friend who trusted him most. And as the storm of betrayal and family secrets swirled around them, one question loomed. Could love survive when the cost was the trust of the people they cherished most? Before diving into the details of this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more riveting stories. Noah always believed boundaries kept life simple. There were rules to friendship, and his number one rule was never fall for Liam's sister. Everyone knew it. Liam had said it 100 times, Ava is off limits. Noah had nodded, smiled, and promised. He never planned on breaking it. But then Ava came back. Gone was the girl with scraped knees and ponytails. The woman standing in the doorway of Liam's house that summer night was radiant, self-assured, and heartbreakingly beautiful. She smiled when she saw Noah, like he was something familiar in a world that had changed too quickly. "Hi, stranger," she said softly. It should have ended there. A reunion, a laugh, nothing more. But it didn't. Because Ava had always seen the real Noah, the fears behind his jokes, the loneliness he hid beneath effortless charm. And Noah had always understood Ava's quiet strength, her dreams, the way she carried hurt without showing it. Late nights turned into whispered conversations on the porch. Shared glances became lingering ones. Every accidental touch sent sparks through both of them. Every time she laughed, Noah fell deeper. And every time he remembered Liam's warning, guilt twisted inside him. Still, they couldn't stay away. One evening after everyone else had gone inside, the truth slipped free. "I tried not to feel this," Noah confessed, voice trembling. "You're the one person I can't want, but I do. I always have." Ava's eyes glistened. She stepped closer. "Then stop pretending you don't." Their world shattered and rebuilt in a single breath when she leaned in. The kiss wasn't reckless, it was desperate. It was years of silence finally breaking open. For the first time, Noah didn't care about rules, consequences, or promises. Until a voice cut through the night, cold, furious, betrayed. "No, what did you just do?" They froze. Liam stood there, disbelief etched into his face, fists clenched, heart clearly breaking. Ava's hand slipped out of Noah's. The air turned to glass. Noah's mind raced. Everything he feared was suddenly real. Friendship, love, loyalty, all colliding at once. He opened his mouth to speak, but nothing came out. Liam took a step forward. "Tell me," he demanded, voice shaking, "how long has this been going on?" Ava swallowed. Noah's pulse thundered. The world seemed to tilt. Because in that moment, they both knew whatever Noah said next would change everything. And before Noah could answer, Liam's phone rang. His expression shifted from rage to shock, to terror. "What do you mean, a hospital?" Liam whispered into the phone. His eyes lifted slowly to Noah's and Ava's, filled with dread. Something had happened. To he didn't say. He just breathed one broken sentence. "It's Mom, she might not make it." The night fell silent. Choices vanished. Love, betrayal, and fear tangled together as everything began to fall apart. And as the three of them stood frozen in the dark, hearts racing, words unsaid between them, their story was only just beginning. The world tilted. For one suspended second, Ava forgot how to breathe. Liam's anger dissolved, replaced by raw panic. Noah felt the weight of everything collapse around them. The kiss, the confession, the lie between them, and now something far worse. Liam's mother. "Get in the car," Liam said, voice cracking as he shoved his keys into Noah's hands. "You drive." I can't." They didn't talk on the way to the hospital. The car hummed with silence. Liam stared out the window, fingers trembling. Ava clutched her seatbelt like it was the only thing holding her together. Noah's knuckles whitened around the steering wheel, steering through the darkness of night and every fear that came with it. The hospital lights were too bright. They rushed inside, breathless. Nurses moved like shadows, voices echoing, machines beeping somewhere beyond sterile doors. Liam demanded answers. Ava squeezed Noah's hand for half a heartbeat, then let go when Liam turned around. They were led to a small waiting room. She collapsed at home, the doctor explained. Severe cardiac event. We're doing everything we can. Liam sank into a chair, head in his hands. Ava sat beside him, rubbing his back, tears sliding silently down her cheeks. Noah stood there, guilt clawing at him. He didn't belong here, at least that's what shame told him. Best friend. Rule breaker. Coward. But he stayed. Hours blurred into fragments. Liam pacing, Ava whispering prayers under her breath, Noah silently begging anyone listening not to punish the wrong people for his mistakes. Finally, the doctor returned. She's stable, he said gently. But she asked to see Noah. All three froze. Liam's head snapped up. What? Why him? The doctor shrugged softly. She was very clear. The hallway suddenly felt miles long as Noah followed. His heart pounded. When he stepped into the dim hospital room, Liam's mother looked small, fragile, and somehow still stronger than all of them. Noah, she whispered with a faint smile. Close the door. He did. She studied him with tear-bright eyes. You love her, don't you? He didn't pretend. Didn't lie. Didn't hide. Yes, Noah breathed, the truth finally spoken aloud. More than I ever meant to. A tired laugh escaped her. Love doesn't ask permission, sweetheart. It just happens. But Liam... I know, she interrupted. He thinks he's protecting her. But sometimes the people we love need something different than what we want for them. She reached weakly for his hand. Promise me, whatever happens next, don't give up on her. His throat burned. I promise. The door creaked. Noah turned. Liam stood there. His face was unreadable. Betrayed. And above all, broken. How long have you been lying to me? Liam asked softly, far more dangerous than shouting. Noah opened his mouth, desperate to explain, to fix everything that was already shattered. But Ava suddenly appeared behind Liam, breathless, eyes wide with fear. They're saying she's crashing again, she whispered. They need us, now. Alarms began to blare. Nurses rushed in. Liam grabbed Noah's shirt, fury and grief twisting together. After this, he said through clenched teeth, we're talking. And if you think I'll forgive you... A piercing alarm cut through the corridor. Code blue. Ava screamed. The room exploded into chaos. They watched helplessly as the woman who raised them both, biologically one's mother, emotionally both of theirs, fought for her life again. And in that storm of flashing lights and shattered hearts, one truth lingered. Even if she survived, not all of them would. Because someone was going to walk away broken. Chaos swallowed the room. Doctors flooded in, voices sharp and urgent, machines screeching in cold metallic terror. Liam's mother lay pale and still as they tried to pull her back from the edge again. Liam slammed his fist against the wall and slid down, tears he refused to acknowledge spilling anyway. Ava buried her face in Noah's shoulder before catching herself and stepping away, guilt flickering across her eyes. They waited. Minutes stretched into aching eternities. Then the door opened. A doctor stepped out, exhaustion etched deep into his features. She's alive, he said quietly. But barely. We need a decision, now. Liam stumbled forward. What decision? There's a risky procedure that might save her. Without it, the doctor hesitated, she may not make it through the night. What are the risks? Noah asked, voice raw. Permanent brain damage, the doctor said gently. Or, she doesn't survive the procedure at all. Silence. The world narrowed to three faces and one impossible choice. We need the legal next of kin to sign, the doctor added. Liam, it's you. He handed over the clipboard. Liam stared at it like it was poison. Ava grabbed his arm. We have to try. We can't lose her, Liam. Tears welled, but Liam didn't look at her. He looked at Noah. Tell me what to do, Liam whispered. You always know what to do. Help me. Please. It broke Noah. He had always been Liam's strength. His anchor. His brother in everything but blood. And now, when his best friend finally needed him most, Noah was the one who had betrayed him. He swallowed hard. If there's a chance she can live, we take it, he said softly. She'd want you to fight for her. Ava nodded fiercely. Yes. Liam, sign it. Liam's hand shook. He signed. The procedure began. Hours crawled by again, longer, heavier, crueler. Noah and Ava sat side by side, saying nothing, their fingers almost touching on the seat between them. Liam stood alone by the window, as if distance could shield him from pain. Finally, the surgeon returned. We did everything we could, he said softly. Ava inhaled sharply. Liam's world tilted. Noah stopped breathing. The doctor looked at them. She's alive. Relief crashed, then froze as he continued. But she isn't waking up. She's in a coma. We don't know if she ever will. The room spun. Ava broke into sobs. Liam stared emptily, a man carved out of grief, anger, and something darker. Noah reached for him. Liam shoved him back. Don't, he snapped. His voice was hoarse, shaking with more than sadness now. Don't touch me. Ava stepped forward. Liam, stop. No, he thundered, turning on both of them. You knew. Both of you. You hid this from me while my whole world was falling apart. It wasn't like that, Noah began. Then how was it? Liam demanded. When? How long? Were you sneaking around while pretending to be my brother? Ava's voice cracked. Liam, please. He laughed, bitter and broken. You know what hurts more than the lying? I trusted you. I trusted both of you with everything I am. And you looked me in the eye every day like nothing was wrong. We didn't want to hurt you, Noah whispered. Congratulations, Liam said, eyes blazing with betrayal. You failed. He turned away. Get out, Noah. Noah froze. Liam, I'm not leaving you like that. I said get out. Liam roared, voice echoing through sterile halls, full of fury and devastation. Security glanced over. Nurses turned. Ava covered her mouth. Something shattered quietly inside Noah. He looked at Ava, her tears, her trembling, the way her lips parted like she wanted to say don't go. 1,000 words lived in that single second between them. I'm sorry, Noah whispered, to Liam, to Ava, to the universe that ruined everything. Then he walked away. He didn't look back. He couldn't. Outside, night swallowed him. The sky was heavy, thunder murmuring in the distance, like the world itself was warning of storms still coming. Inside, Liam collapsed beside his unconscious mother and promised through clenched teeth. I won't lose you, and I won't lose Ava too. Ava stood frozen in the hallway, torn between the man she loved and the brother she couldn't abandon. 3 hearts. 1 family. 1 forbidden love. And nothing would ever be the same again. Because while Noah walked into the storm, someone else was watching him from across the dark parking lot. Someone who had been following. Someone who knew everything, and wasn't going to let this story end peacefully. Rain finally broke from the sky. Noah didn't run from it. He stood in the hospital parking lot, drenched, shoulders shaking as the storm crashed around him. Grief, guilt, love, everything tangled until breathing hurt. He had lost Liam. He might lose Ava. And Liam's mother, the closest thing he'd ever had to one of his own, was trapped between life and goodbye. Thunder rolled. Noah finally dragged himself toward his car, each step heavier than the last. But he wasn't alone. Across the lot, a figure leaned against a black car, hood up, face shadowed. Watching. Waiting. Noah didn't notice until the figure moved. He froze. Can I help you? Noah called, voice tight. No answer. The figure stepped closer. Lightning flashed, revealing a familiar face. Ava's cousin. The one who'd always had 2 sharp eyes. The one who had always smiled like she knew secrets no one else did. Noah, she said softly, almost sweetly, rainwater running through her lashes. Rough night. He didn't have patience left. Not now, Mara. She didn't move. You think you're the only one hurting? You think you're the only one who loves that family? Something in her voice made his stomach knot. What do you want? Noah asked carefully. She tilted her head. To help. To warn you. Warn me about what? Her smile vanished. Nothing about what's happening is an accident, she whispered. Not your forbidden love. Not Liam finding out. And definitely not what happened to his mother. The world went still. Rain hammered the pavement. Thunder roared. Noah stared at her, heart pounding. What are you talking about? He demanded. Mara leaned closer, lowering her voice. She didn't just collapse, Noah, she breathed. Someone wanted tonight to happen. Someone pulled strings. Someone waited for the perfect moment, when breaking you all would hurt the most. He shook his head. Stop. That's insane. She had a heart condition. Did she? Mara snapped. Or did someone make sure she'd never be able to tell the truth? The truth about what? She hesitated. Lightning flashed across her face. Fear, regret, and urgency. I shouldn't be telling you this, she whispered. But you're the only one who might keep Ava safe. His pulse spiked. Safe from who? Mara swallowed hard. From the person Liam trusts most. The hospital doors burst open behind them. A nurse rushed into the rain. Is one of you Noah Rivers? He turned sharply. Yes. You need to come back inside, she said breathlessly. Right now. His heart dropped. Is she? Did Liam's mom? No, the nurse said quickly. It's Ava. The world tilted again. What happened to Ava? Noah demanded. The nurse hesitated, eyes wide. She's disappeared. Ava was gone. And somewhere in the storm, someone already knew why. Rain blurred everything into streaks of fear and lightning. Ava's gone, the nurse repeated, breath trembling. She was in the waiting area 1 second, and the next, she wasn't. Liam's losing it. Security's searching. Noah's chest seized. Beside him, Mara went pale. This is it, she whispered. It's happening faster than I thought. What do you know, Mara? Noah demanded. No more riddles. She swallowed hard. There are secrets in this family you don't understand. Someone didn't want Ava anywhere near her mother tonight. Someone didn't want her to hear something that would change everything. What something? The truth about her father. Noah blinked. Her father died years ago. Mara shook her head slowly. No, she whispered. Her father is still alive. Thunder cracked. Inside the hospital, Liam's voice echoed desperately down the corridors. Ava! Ava! Noah ran. Mara followed. They burst back inside to chaos. Security guards at the doors, nurses calling out, Liam furious and terrified all at once. His eyes locked on Noah, rage flaring. Then fear swallowed it. You, Liam breathed. You said you'd never hurt her. So help me find her. Noah didn't hesitate. They searched the corridors. The stairwells. Everywhere. Nothing. Then Mara froze. She wouldn't leave the hospital, she murmured. She'd go somewhere familiar. Somewhere safe. Somewhere tied to her mom. 3 of them exchanged a look. The chapel. They ran. The small hospital chapel glowed dim with candlelight. And there, knees pulled to her chest, shoulders shaking, was Ava. Alive. Barely. Liam reached her first. She looked up, and Noah's heart shattered at the fear and shock in her eyes. I heard the doctors talking, Ava whispered, voice fragile. About Dad. About someone paying the hospital years ago to list him as dead when he wasn't. No. She wanted to tell us tonight. That's why she called us home. That's why she collapsed when she tried to tell Liam earlier. Liam staggered. Why would she hide something like that? Mara's eyes filled. Because the truth is worse. A soft voice came from behind them. Because the man she protected you from was me. Every head snapped toward the doorway. A tall man stood there, rain dripping from his coat, eyes dark and tired. Liam stared, breath ripped from his lungs. Ava's hand flew to her mouth. Noah didn't recognize him, but their faces did, because they were looking at the ghost of a father they hadn't buried after all. "You abandoned us," Liam whispered, shaking. "You beat Mom. You disappeared. You left us thinking you were dead." "I stayed away because if I came back I'd destroy you," he said hoarsely. "But someone found out I was alive. Someone threatened to expose everything. Your mother tried to stop it. She begged me not to come. She was going to tell you herself. And then she didn't collapse." Noah breathed, the pieces finally clicking. "She was pushed to the brink. By fear. By blackmail. By a truth too heavy to carry alone." Mara nodded weakly. "I found out months ago. Someone contacted me. Someone said the only way to save the family was to keep Ava away tonight. Stop her from learning. I didn't know it would go this far." "Who?" Noah demanded. Mara didn't answer. "Because they already knew." Liam stepped back, horror dawning in his eyes. His reflection stared back from the chapel's stained glass. "It was me," Liam whispered. Silence cracked. Ava stared. "What?" Liam collapsed onto the pew, shattered. "Not like that. I didn't hurt her. I didn't plan this. His voice broke. "I just told someone. Your father. I found him years ago. I kept contact. I didn't know he'd show up. I didn't know it would cause this. I thought Mom could never handle seeing him again. So I tried to control everything. I tried to protect us. And instead I destroyed us." Ava stared at her brother, the one who had always tried too hard to be the hero. The one who broke himself doing it. The man at the doorway turned away, shame swallowing him. "I should have stayed gone," he whispered, and disappeared into the storm again, silent as the past returning to darkness. Ava trembled. "Everything's been lies. Everyone deciding my life for me." Her eyes slowly lifted to Noah. "And you?" The world stopped. "I loved you," she whispered. "I still do. But love built on secrets and fear and guilt. How am I supposed to trust it?" Noah stepped toward her, rainwater drying on his trembling hands. "Because it isn't built on secrets anymore," he said softly. "Not tonight. Not after everything. I love you. With every flawed, bleeding, breaking part of me. And I'm done hiding." Liam's breath hitched. Noah turned to him. "I love her. But I never meant to choose between you." Liam closed his eyes. Then opened them. And for the first time since everything shattered, he didn't look angry. Just tired. Human. "I don't forgive you," he said honestly. "Not yet. Maybe not for a long time. I don't want to lose you either. Either of you. We've lost enough." Ava looked between them. Between past and future. Between safety and the terrifying unknown. She stepped forward. Took Noah's hand. Then reached for Liam's. And for the first time, Liam didn't pull away. 3 hands held together in the trembling hush of the chapel. Outside, the storm softened. Days later, Liam's mother opened her eyes. Alive. Tears fell when Ava whispered, "We know." And for the first time, the truth didn't break them. It rebuilt them. Months later, Noah waited on the familiar porch, the one where it all started. Heart racing. Hope afraid to breathe. The door opened. Ava stepped out. Quiet. So uncertain. But smiling. "I'm done letting fear choose for me," she whispered. "If everything tonight proved anything, it's that love is worth the wreckage if you're willing to rebuild." He exhaled a laugh. "So, what now?" She laced her fingers into his. "We start again," she said. "Not forbidden. Not secret. Just real." Liam watched from the doorway. And this time, he didn't say, "off limits." He just nodded. A fragile truce. A scarred beginning. The love scarred, but surviving. Not perfect, but theirs. And maybe that was the bravest ending of all.